Hey guys, welcome. How you doing today? So, Dr. Stephen Akita here, and good morning, everyone. Good morning. How are you? Where are you joining me from? Tell me your name and the city you're joining me from. Remember to share this video as many times as possible. Tag your friends, tag your loved one, get everybody in here. But it's good to see you guys from all over the world you're joining me from. Tell me your name and the city you're joining me from, okay? Welcome to this awesome episode. So, I'm doing a review of my latest book called The Billionaire Habits. So, I'm doing a review of it, and the review, we're looking at a billionaire code. Yes, the billionaire code. So, it's basically the code billionaires use to build wealth that poor people don't know and they don't use. How many of you are ready for me today? If you're ready, type I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Please share this video at least 50 times. Facebook, WhatsApp, LinkedIn, across all social media platforms. I want to share. Come on, get everybody in here. I need everybody here. Share. Get every single person here. Okay? Share. Are you ready? If you're ready, type I'm ready. I like a very interactive class. I love a class that is engaging. I love a class that we're all talking and engaging each other and communicating, as well as you're sharing. So number one reason, okay, why, the rich is richer, the poor is poorer, and talking about the billionaire code, right? Now, saving money in the bank, which is what poor people do, only makes the bank rich. How many of you agree? If you agree, type I agree, right? Saving money in the bank only makes the bank rich. So the poor always save money in the bank because they're afraid, right? What if I lose it? So you keep saving your money. The bank end up using your money. Now let me tell you this: the bank doesn't save your money. The bank doesn't save your money. The bank gives your money to people like us, even though I don't take loan anyway. But the bank gives money to entrepreneurs like us. We use that money to grow. We pay the bank interest. And guess what? You that save your money in the bank, you don't get a dime because you are scared. Yes. So the bank, and now, depend on the country and the CBN or as the Apex Bank rule, right? Now, usually, let me give you an example of Nigeria. Nigeria, where I'm from, I remember a publication where the CBN insisted that banks must loan out 80% of depositors' funds just to stimulate the economy. In some countries, 70%, some countries, 60% of depositors' funds must be given as a loan to entrepreneurs. So at the end of the day, you that keep your money, your savings in the bank, you're saving money in the bank end up giving the money to entrepreneurs. They take risk with the money, pay the bank commission, profit, ROI, returns. Okay? The bank gets richer, and you that saved money in the bank, you get poorer. Does it make any sense? Talk to me, guys. Does it make any sense to say, I'm going to be saving my money in the bank? No. Some people say, I like saving my money. Okay? It's 2 billion. No. Let me tell you, and this is very powerful. Rich people don't save their money in the bank. They don't do it. What do rich people do with the bank? The bank is a tool for what? For passage for rich people. And that's one of the reasons why the bank gives them more money. It's called cash flow. I want everybody to write cash flow. Cash flow. Everybody type cash flow. The secret of the rich is called cash flow. Now, the bank, when giving rich people money, only check their cash flow. They don't even check their savings because they know rich people don't save. So, what do we mean by cash flow? How many people have done business with the bank, with this company? How many people have paid into this company's account? How much money has passed through this particular business account? That's what the bank checks. Even when you check a bank statement, when the embassy asks you to come, okay, you want to travel to the UK and you want to get a passport, You know, they say come with your bank statement. You know what they're trying to say? Cash flow. How often does money move in this person's account? If there's a lot of money that moves, he or she cannot run away. He has something that is tying him down to his native country. That's what they want to see. Cash flow. Cash flow. So when the bank sees that in a month, 100 million, 500 million, 1 billion in transaction goes on between you and your customer, what happened? They are willing to give you a portion of that cash flow as a loan to continue to grow your business. Why? They know that overnight your cash flow can't stop. It's a pattern that is predictable. Your income can't just stop overnight. Your customer will still keep doing business with you, and they can easily remove their profit. Is this making sense, guys? If it's making sense, type it makes sense, it makes sense, it makes sense. Please share this video 50 times. Facebook, WhatsApp, LinkedIn, across all social media platforms. Hit the share button and share, 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 share. Okay, get everybody in here. So number one, okay, we're looking at the billionaire code. What's that code? Okay, poor people save money in the bank, rich people save money in investment. Okay, poor people save money in the bank, rich people save money in investment. And so under this billionaire code, we're looking about the power of how does the rich get more money, codes that the rich use to get more money. So number one reason why rich people save money in investment is because rich people know that the bank make more money with poor people's savings. They don't even save the money. So saving money in the bank only makes the bank rich. It doesn't make you, the depositor, rich. Are you ready for number two? If you're ready for number two, type I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Come on, I need your energy, I need you to engage me. If you're ready for number two, type I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Remember, share this video 50 times. Facebook, WhatsApp, LinkedIn, across all social media platforms. Share, share, share. Get everybody in here. Okay, let's engage everyone. Number two, bank doesn't keep your money but loan out as much as 80% depending on the regulatory rules, the Apex Bank rule. But in some cases, they loan out 80% of your deposit, your funds. Okay, and guess what? They end up getting profit, and they don't give you, the depositor, a dime. So number two, the bank rent out or loan out rather depositors' funds, poor people's savings. They loan it out. Now let me ask you guys a question. How much did you last get from your savings account? How much did you get? Years ago, the banks used to give you money on your savings account because everybody knew what it was about, that the bank still goes ahead to use that money. So years ago, you used to get maybe 2%, 3%, 5%. I'm talking about 40 years ago, 30 years ago, 50 years ago. Right now, can anybody tell me how much do you make on your savings account? Right? How much do you make on your savings account? Well, I don't make any money in my Nigerian savings account. I don't make, even outside Nigeria. I've had Bank of America account, I've had, different countries. I really don't get any money on my savings anymore. And so globally, the banks no longer gives you anything on your savings account. Some will just drop. In few cases, First Bank in Nigeria and one of the bank, you just hear maybe 46 kobo sent to your account, interest. Sometimes you see maybe 500 naira, right? But guess what? You've had in that month over 50 million, 100 million in that savings account that went through that savings account. Okay? Yet you do not get anything out of it. So I tell people, your savings account is shaving account. Shaving. They are shaving your head. That savings account is shaving account. They are shaving you. And you just don't know. They're using your money and they're shaving you. So it's a savings account. It's shaving account, shaving. They're shaving you out. So, and these are secrets that rich people know. Poor people don't. They continue to live in ignorance. They say, no, I'd rather keep my money in the bank. The bank. This is the reason why when banks fail, people commit suicide. Right? It's even the reason why they had to create insurance for banks. Government had to create systems where government has to take the burden. Rather, when a bank failed years ago, when a bank failed, people literally commit suicide because all their life savings has been there. And again, it's because poor people do not understand how this world runs. Are you learning? If you're learning, type I'm learning. I'm learning. Financial, how many of you now see why financial literacy is a must for everyone? In fact, if you genuinely want to end poverty, financial literacy is actually what you're supposed to do. Financial education is what is supposed to start happening in the world. If we really genuinely want to end poverty, financial education is what we're supposed to be doing. Right? Helping people to learn more, understand more. Can I get a copy of my book, The Billionaire Habits? A copy of my Billionaire. Okay? So that's what we're actually supposed to be doing. Right? Begin to invest in helping people to even understand how the world economy works. What is an asset? What is a liability? For example, this is a Rolls-Royce car. Do you know some people think this is an asset? A car is an asset. Do you know some people think this is an asset? This is not an asset. Right? Let me tell you why this will be an asset. Right? The only way this is an asset is when you rent it out. Yes. And that's what rich people do. Poor people don't know that. And you want to compare yourself with a rich man. A rich man owns a Rolls Royce like this. He rents it out. When people are doing wedding, they need Rolls Royce. When people are doing big event, they need Rolls Royce. Big companies have big clients visiting them. They go rent a Rolls Royce to pick that client from the airport. Right? Right? These are secrets of rich people. Right? Secrets of rich people that poor people don't know. So when rich people have Rolls Royce and have this kind of stuff, are we learning, right? When rich people do that, they have a way of making money from it. Right? Poor people don't know. You want to compare yourself. A car is not an asset. Meanwhile, in economics, they will tell you a car is an asset. But it's not. It's a liability. Because once a car leaves a dealer shop, it depreciates by 50%. I don't know if you know that. If you know, type I know. If I buy this car, this Rolls Royce car, right, for $300,000, as soon as I drive out of the car shop, 30 minutes back, I come back with the same car, with the same receipt, with everything on it. Do you know the car has depreciated by 25%? If you know, type I know. If you don't know, type I don't know. This is one of the reasons why, again, like I said, rich keep getting richer, poor keep getting poorer, because the poor is so ignorant, so naive, does not even know a whole lot of what we're teaching. So if you are getting value, type I'm getting value, I'm getting value. Share this video at least 50 times. Facebook, WhatsApp, LinkedIn, get everybody in here. Now if you're ready for number 3, okay, why the poor save money in the bank and the rich save money in investment. If you're ready to know number 3, type I'm ready. I'm ready, I'm ready. Come on, talk to me. If you're ready for number 3, type I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Number 3, your money in the bank does not remain the same due to inflation. So when you save money in the bank, the money actually loses value to inflation. Right now, inflation is at an all-time high in the US. All-time high. Inflation is all-time high in Nigeria. All-time high in many parts of the world. Because of inflation, when you keep money in the bank, it loses value. And I'll give a practical example. Those of you who left, in the bank last year, okay, November, this time around last year, let's assume you had 5 million naira in the bank. As at today, even though when you go to your bank, you will still see 5 million naira. But guess what you don't know? what you were able to buy with 5 million naira this same time last year, you will need 10 million naira. In some cases, you need 15 million naira to be able to buy it. I don't know if you agree with me. If you agree, type I agree. You that you kept that 5 million in the bank, saying that, no, my money is there. It didn't disappear. I didn't lose the money. No, you've lost the money. The value of the money has depreciated. Okay? So the value, so it's called inflation. That's why you are hurting yourself when you save money in the bank. Hurting yourself terribly. What are you supposed to do? You invest the money. Put it into a vehicle where the money works for you. Put it into something legitimate, something sustainable that makes sure, guarantees that the money brings profit. So when you invest the money, so even though there's inflation, it's either the profit you make cancels out the inflation, or the profit you make at least is a little bit above inflation. That way, you are not losing money. Does this make sense? If it makes sense, again, type, it makes sense. It makes sense. It makes sense. Come on, guys, talk to me. If this makes sense, type, it makes sense. It makes sense. Okay, are you ready again for number 4? Number 4. If you're ready for number 4, type, I'm ready. I'm ready. Remember, share this video 50 times. Facebook, WhatsApp, LinkedIn. Share, share, share. Hit the share button. Get everybody in here. Dr. Steven, early morning this morning. I'm charging you up. Okay, showing you how to build wealth. Engaging you and opening your eyes to, how people used to say that. Somebody said to me, Dr. Steven, you are democratizing wealth creation. So these are information rich people know. They don't teach anybody. They don't want poor people to know, right? They hide it from everyone. You are teaching it for free. And it's a honor. If I'm able to liberate, my vision is before I leave this earth, I must raise at least 10 million millionaires. That's why I've been doing these videos. I want to raise 10 million millionaires, particularly from Africa. I've been saying it, if we want to end poverty in Africa, we must raise wealthy people. We must teach people about wealth. We must educate people. People need to learn legitimate way to become rich. Legitimate. I'm all for legitimate wealth. Money gotten legitimately. That's me. I'm all in for that. I love that. That's what I stand for. And I can promise you can make it legitimately. I made it legitimately. I'm able to travel all over the world because everything I do by the books, right? And when you build legitimate wealth, you have peace of mind. A good name is better than silver and gold. The blessing of the Lord maketh rich and added no sorrow when it's legit. When you make money legitimately, you can go to bed and sleep and rest. And you're not afraid and you're not watching your back. You're not thinking somebody will come after you. Because you got the money legitimately. Ill-gotten wealth does not last. Right? Ill-gotten wealth does not last. Yahoo yahoo does not last. Anywhere in the world, it will catch up on you. But when you do it by the books, and you can do it by the books. I started my business with just 1,000 Nigerian naira 13 years ago. We built a multi-billion naira empire today in 4 continents of the world. US, UK, Dubai, and in Nigeria, of course. And we're expanding globally. Have different employees from different nationalities, right? And it's because we try to do it right. But we have to learn, how does wealth work? So are you ready for number 4? If you're ready for number 4, type, I'm ready, I'm ready. Number 4, invest your saving into high, mid, and low risk investments. So rich people invest their savings into high risk investment, mid risk investment, and low risk investment. They don't put it into one. They spread their risk. Everybody type spread your risk. Everybody type it right now. I want all of you to type spread your risk. Spread your risk. Everybody type it. The biggest mistake you're going to make in business is to keep all your eggs in one basket. You don't do that. Spread your risk. Everybody type spread your risk. If you want to be rich, you have to learn to spread your risk. Do not put all your eggs in one basket. Spread it. Some portion of your money, put into low-risk investment opportunities. Some portion of your money, put into medium-risk investment opportunities. Some portion of your savings, put it into high-risk, okay, investment opportunity. That way, whatever happens, you are safe, you are secure. You can lose money in your high-risk investment, you still have your mid and low. So you can smile, right? It's also one of the reasons why I'm in 4 continents of the world. If Nigeria economy scatter, right, I still have my investment in the US, in the UK, and in Dubai, right? This is how you build wealth. That's why I do this. I spread my risk, right? So for me, I believe real estate is the most stable form of investment, but still, I decided to spread my risk. Some portion of my money, Nigeria, some portion of my money, UK, some portion of my money, US, some portion of my investment in Dubai, which is where I'm sharing this with you from. Are you learning, guys? If you are learning, type I'm learning. Please share this video 50 times. On Facebook, on WhatsApp, on LinkedIn. I want this to go viral. Let's teach Africans how to legitimately build wealth. Okay? Share. Because many people don't know legitimate ways of building wealth. That's why they are going to illegitimate methods. But when you know legitimate methods, you will not go and cut corners. You follow the legitimate ones. So everybody share this, share. So invest your savings into high-risk investment opportunity, medium-risk investment opportunity, and low-risk investment opportunity. Are you ready for number 5? If you're ready for number 5, type I'm ready. Number 5. Reasons why poor people, okay, save in the bank and rich people save in investment. And why, of course, the rich keep getting richer and the poor keep getting poorer is because, number 5, rich people only save their emergency funds in the bank, but their entire savings is into investment. So if you must be rich, okay, do not save your money in the bank. Only save your emergency funds. Can everybody type emergency funds? Emergency funds is money that you've kept aside. Health emergency, security emergency, family emergency, a particular portion of your money that is available to handle emergency situations, right? That is the only part of the money that needs to be in the bank. That's all, the only part rich people keep in the bank. That's the only part I keep in the bank. I only keep emergency funds in the bank. I need money on this urgently for one thing or the other. That's the only kind of money you see in my bank. Let me tell you this. There was a research done some times ago. Now, they decided to go to where poor people live and ask all of them to bring out the money they have. True story. All the money they have. Do you know that they had trailers, truckloads of money that came out of where poor people live? Remember, slum, where poor people live. They came out with trucks of money. They then did the same where rich people live. Most wealthy people. Ladies and gentlemen, they barely could get few bags of money where rich people live. Do you know why? The poor actually has money. Just that they don't invest it. They just want to keep it. They just want to hide it somewhere. I just want to be safe. How many of you remember the parable of the talent? If you remember the parable of the talent, type I remember in the Bible. The parable of the talent. Jesus shared a parable of the talent. If you remember, type I remember. Okay? One man was given 1 talent. Another man was given 2 talents. Another man was given 5 talents. The man with 5 talents traded with his own and got 10. The man with 2 talents traded with his own and got 4. The man with 1 talent got angry. Many poor people, that's your problem. You're angry. God, you see me, only 1 talent? Many of you are doing it. The day you see someone like me, say, God, when? When you put in the work, when you invest your money, when you trade the little that you have, when you work on the little that you have, Most poor people are burying their talent, keeping it in the bank, hiding it somewhere, saying it's even not enough. I will not risk it. I will not trade it. I'm even going to God and complaining to God, God, are you blind? Stephen Akita has billions. Me, I only have 10,000 naira. As if Stephen Akita was born with billions. Stephen Akita also started with 10,000 naira like you. Just that, guess what he did? He risked his own 10,000. Traded with his own 10,000. Then it increased to 50,000. Traded with the 50,000. It increased to 100,000. Traded with the 100,000. It increased to 1 million. Traded with the 1 million. It increased to 10 million. Traded with the 10 million. It increased to 100. Traded with the 100 million. It's increased to what? 1 billion. I spent over 1 billion naira buying different properties. That was a risk. That is a risk. I can lose the entire billion. But I took the risk. And I started taking such risks since when I risked 1,000 Nigerian naira for my first business called Bulk SMS, or for my first successful business called Bulk SMS. 1,000 naira. That was what I put into that business 13 years ago. Today, the story has changed. That is what you need to do. Take risk and invest. Okay? And invest. Choose not to invest. Right? Want to play it safe. Speak grammar. Plenty English. And watch how you lose money. So why will I need to take your money in the US or in the UK? I don't need it. And I will now be giving you 12%. You should use your brain and realize that anybody who is trying to collect your money in the US, in the UK, and then is promising you 12%, 15%, something is wrong. Because you could get that same money from other agencies and pay 5%. Okay? So where are we taking investment for? Our Nigerian investment. Our Nigerian businesses. That's what we're taking returns from. So, and of course, you pay us in naira, we pay you your returns in naira. Number two, we don't pay quarterly returns. It's so usually Ponzi scheme. 99% of investment that will give you quarterly returns are Ponzi schemes. Because the concept of the gestation period for real estate is 1 year. How many of you agree with me? Average gestation period for real estate is 1 year. In fact, sometimes it's more than 1 year. The construction timeline takes 2-3 years. Okay? The period to sell also takes that. The only reason why sometimes that is faster are in cases where you are able to leverage on the fact that maybe some people invest and there is capital appreciation on the property on a yearly basis, right? So I bought this land, okay, for X amount. In so time, it has appreciated. Let me show you a building here. Okay, this is a construction project by Bingati, one of our partners here in Dubai. By the way, this is a car I've been shooting from. Very nice Rolls Royce. I like the color, right? But let me show you this development. Can you see this development? If you can see it up, I can see it. Can you see this? If you can see this type, I can see this. Now, this project has been here for over 2 years. This project. Now, there are investors, lots of investors in this project who put in their money for the developer called Bengati to be able to develop this. Okay? Now, tell me how realistic it is for this developer to be telling such investor he will be giving them returns every 3 months. Is it realistic? Oh yeah, I need your answer. Is it realistic? If it's realistic, say yes. If it's not realistic, say it's not realistic. Because construction alone has taken him what? In fact, piling of this place alone takes 3 months. Piling. To kind of dig the dirt, the foundation piling, right, takes 3 months. So when you hear people say, I'm going to give you returns on investment every 3 months, most times 99% is a Ponzi scheme, because the concept of investment means I need your money, I need to go and trade with your money, right? When I get profits, I will then split the profit with you. So I've calculated that maybe I'll make 50% in profit. Then I'm promising you to give you 20% out of that 50%, because you know I still have to pay my staff salary, I still have to pay for rent, I still have to pay for internet and several recurrent expenditure. So out of my 50% profit, I give you 20. Or out of my 70% profit, I give you 25. That is how investment is run. Are you learning, guys? If you are learning type, I'm learning. So the reason why most of us make losses, the reason why we do investment and we lose all our money, is because we love to be lied to. We love people who tell us lies, right? We love people who cheat us and lie to us. Okay, let me get inside the car and complete my class with you, right? We like people who lie to us, tell you, oh, we'll give you XYZ, right? That XYZ they are promising you is not realistic, but you don't care as long as you get your money. Your own is, I shall want my money. And this is the attitude we are trying to discourage, because the reason many of you have that mindset is because you are not educated. If you are financially literate, you will know what is realistic and what is not realistic. Now, have you gotten value today? If you have gotten value, type I got value, I got value, I got value. Come on, talk to me. If you got value from this class that I've shared with you today, type I got value, I got value, I got value, I got value. Come on. So number one is you need to know poor people invest and save their money in the bank. Rich people invest their savings and only keep in the bank their emergency funds, right? And it's important, however, to know there are three types of investment. High risk investment, you can do it, but only put a little portion of your money, and when you make profit, pull out your profit. There's mid-risk investment. That's any investment that's giving from 10% to 25%. It's called medium risk investment. Then there's low risk investment. Anything from 10% to 1% is a low risk investment. And you spread your money into these three angles, these three categories, because every one of them have their advantages and disadvantages. High risk investment, you can lose all your money. So if you put all your money into high risk, then you are in trouble. Low risk don't give much. So if you put all your money into low risk, you also won't build wealth. So spread the wealth. And I look forward to hearing your story. So this is the book. It's called The Billionaire Habits. And you can go get your copy. A lot of what I'm sharing here has been shared in this book. Okay, The Billionaire Habits. You can get your copy. How many of you would like me to mentor you? And you want to be getting returns on investments like that of different students of mine who are getting returns. If you have at least 2 million naira to invest, I'd like to I'd like to share with you some of the methods you can use to invest. This is 1.8 million naira. This guy invested just 10 million. This is his returns. And when you are earning, this is how to build wealth. This is way more than inflation, okay? And this is consistent. And you can keep filing this over and over again. One of the reasons why I've built credibility is because GTS always pay her debts. GTS always pay our investors, right? And it's been how we built our name. This book here, you can get it on Amazon.com and to deliver to you. You can go to my website, stephenakitayo.com. Whichever place you buy it, it will be delivered to you, right? We'll deliver it to your house. Make sure you put your house address, proper house address if you're buying from my website, right? So I hope you got value. Again, if you got value, type I got value, I got value, I got value. How many of you got value today from this class? Okay, love you all. Bye-bye.